died, the car in which they'd been travelling was finally removed from the country road. The bullet-ridden vehicle hidden in a trailer and wrapped in tarpaulin. The army is still giving only the most basic information about the incident. Regular soldiers have been involved in a follow-up operation, but there's been no sign of the S.A.S. squad alleged to have intercepted an IRA unit on its way to murder a part-time soldier. Earlier, there was a brief sight of the terrorist white saloon car behind a police screen. Witnesses say it was hit by dozens of rounds of automatic fire, but press cameras were kept well away. The IRA has admitted that the three men were all on what they call active service. Michael Gerard Harte, 29 years old, was commander of the Mid-Tyrone unit of the IRA. The police describe him as a ruthless and dedicated terrorist. He's believed to have been the organizer of many attacks on the security forces. His younger brother Martin, who died beside him, was 22 years old. He was also suspected of involvement in a series of IRA operations. He was recently questioned about the bus bomb that killed 8 young soldiers near Omagh earlier this month. The third man to die was the Harte's brother-in-law, Brian Mullin. 25 years old, he's also described as an active terrorist. He's believed to have taken part in several IRA operations and has been questioned by police on several occasions. The police say all three had been wearing balaclava helmets and boiler suits. This afternoon, the police put on display 3 guns they say were recovered from the terrorist car. 2 AK-47 rifles and a revolver intended to be used to murder a member of the Ulster Defence Regiment. What isn't clear is whether any of the guns were used before the IRA men died. Spent rounds found at the scene are now being examined. Despite the lack of official information, it's believed an undercover army unit, either the S.A.S. or a similar group, had been carrying out a surveillance operation and had been dug into this remote area for some time. A lorry had been parked across the Omagh to Carrickmore road, forcing the terrorist car to slow down. After the shooting, witnesses say an army helicopter picked up 4 men. There's speculation this was how the undercover team was removed from the scene. Meanwhile, in Londonderry, the IRA has admitted it killed 2 innocent people with a bomb planted on the Cregan housing estate. The booby-trap device had been left in a top-floor flat after the man who lived there was kidnapped. The target were police officers who'd been called to investigate the man's disappearance, but the bodies found in the rubble were 2 neighbours, a man and a woman, both pensioners, who'd been worried about the missing man and had tried to enter the building.
What the people were doing this morning was just basically their Christian duty. They were checking to see was a neighbour all right. They'd become concerned and they lost their life in the process.
The IRA has apologised for the mistake. It's been about 24 hours for the provisionals, forced to admit to this latest tragic error after losing 3 experienced men, including a senior commander. Paul Davis, News at 10, Northern Ireland.